Okay, we're back again, and we're doing the tutorial on how to do a dual monitor system for the Lenovo 11s. This is part 2, and this is going to show you how to extend the displays rather than duplicate them. So just a little refresher. Here's our Lenovo 11s. It's hooked up to a ThinkPad USB 3.0 docking station, which is in turn connected to an external mouse and keyboard and dual monitors. So where we left off was we hooked it up to dual monitors, and which is great, but the dual monitors are replicated. So if I open up a browser window, the browser window just appears on both of the monitors. Well, what good is that? So we want to actually have two desktops. So the trick to do that is through the settings of Windows. Let me get my light out of the way here. So what we want to do on the desktop, anywhere that there's a blank spot, we want to right click. Let me zoom in here and make sure you can see this. Want to right click and select screen resolution. And then once the screen resolution window comes up, I'm going to scoot the camera in a little bit so make sure you can see this. Okay, so we got the screen resolution window, and this is an awesome window. You can do a lot of stuff, and this is really where you're going to live if you're doing dual screens. The first thing we want to set, first of all, it gives us a window. The second thing, it gives us the display, what the resolution is, what the orientation of your screen is, which is great. So if you wanted to turn a screen sideways, you could. And then what are we doing with multiple displays? Well, right here we have it selected, duplicate these displays. Well, that's not what I want. I want to select from this drop down, extend these displays. If you can see that there, extend these displays. So once I check that, what we'll see happens here is we have monitor 1 and monitor 2 appear up top. And then I need to hit apply to save my changes. That'll ask you, do you want to keep your changes? And I'll say yes. And then let me go ahead and zoom out and let me show you what has happened. I now have two monitors. You'll see this window is no longer replicated, and as a matter of fact, I can now drag this window over to this other desktop. So this is a great tool. You can have your email open over here on the side. You can be doing web design on the main screen, and or have your Skype open, or whatever. So there we go. Now you may try this and you may see that your monitors are reversed. Your second monitor may be on the left instead of the right. I mean, this is just how I have my system set up. So if that happens, there's no problem. All you do is you go up to this top part here. Let me zoom in again. You go right here and you click and hold and you drag your monitors around in this little box to tell Windows where you want it. So I'm literally going to drag this over here to the left. I'm going to say, hey, I want my second monitor over here. Now this is going to look kludgy because I have it backwards, but what's going to happen is when I drag this over to the left, it appears over here. So I guess I'm not zoomed out enough, but because it thinks that that monitor is there on the left. So I'm going to, but if you maybe had monitors on top of each other, and you can put the monitors left and right from each other. In my case, my main monitor is on the left, and my secondary monitor is on the right. So there you go. So there we go. Dual desktop. Increase your productivity. It's like going from dial-up to Wi-Fi. You'll never go back. I'm sorry, dial-up to high speed. You'll never go back. Now let me just show you one other little trick. You'll see we have these flowers. It's the same image on both screens. If you go to Google Images and do a search for dual desktop wallpapers, you'll find a whole load of images that will stretch across the screen. You can have a cool effect. You can have one wallpaper that goes across the screen and it doesn't replicate. I've already downloaded one and I open it. The image viewer I use is one called View. It's a fantastic tool. If you don't have it, you definitely should have it. It's free. It's 100% free. IRFANVIEW. So whenever I open up my application, my images, they open up in View. So let me zoom in again here. So this is, it's hard to see, but this is a picture of a sunset with the lady over a balcony. And so, actually, I want you to see this. So let me see if I can fix my light so you can see this. I don't know if that helped at all. Let me turn off my background light. That didn't help at all. Well, anyway, what I'm going to do on Earth in View is go up to the options menu, set it as wallpaper. Now the trick is, if you set it as centered or stretched or whatever, it'll actually it'll still replicate on each desktop. So you actually have to set it to tiled. And tiled is important because you have to make sure your image is big enough to cover both screens, because if it's not, it will actually repeat itself on the second screen and it'll look kind of ugly. So I have it set to tiled, and so I'll check on that. I've already double checked that this image is big enough, and then I'll close this, and then let me turn this off and let me zoom in here. And what you can see is we have the cool night over here. It continues on, it's not a repeat, over into the sky, and so I have this fantastic nighttime scene. I think you can kind of see it here. So now I have a dual desktop with an awesome background, and when my friends come over, they are gonna be blown away. So if you have any questions about this, let me know. If you have any resolution issues, I did forget to mention this. Windows 8, I have Windows 8, it's pretty smart about detecting what size the monitor is, but if you have any issues at all, hopefully you know how to adjust the resolution. You just select the monitor here and then you adjust the resolution accordingly. So you can adjust individual screen resolutions with the screen resolution tool in Windows. Okay guys, it's been a pleasure. Any questions? Let me know. Bye.